All right, all right. We in the house, family. Black Power. It's the General Sara Seti. Y'all know what time it is. It's the truth hour. Y'all ain't about to get nothing but the truth. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what time it is. KingSeti.com online marketplace. Official General Sara Seti DVDs, t-shirts, hoodies, Kemetic and African jewelry. We got home decor for the family that's trying to turn their home into an African temple. We got a lot of things for the living room, dining room, everything that you need. We got holistic tonics and remedies for the family trying to run from the plague. And you understand what I'm saying? Trying to defeat the plague out there. So you need to get on over there, kingseti.com, online marketplace, and get you some that you know you want and what you need. You see what I'm saying to the family out there? Y'all know what time it is. General Seti, ring the alarm, generalseti.com. Generalseti.com, the complete General Seti website with over 800 videos and lectures, too raw for YouTube, that revolutionary rant, the making of the white man's video series, all debates, all world religion exposed, debates, ancient Egypt, Ethiopia, India, and all Kushite ancient civilizations, Black power, politics and economics, the Black Woman is God series, and all global African history. You got to have it. Get on over there, generalseti.com, Seti University, and be amazed. To the family out there, got a live stream on my Patreon tonight, going in on the King Cronus, the blood rituals that go on during this time for King Cronus, Saturn, which is the supreme god of these damn Luciferian Cro-Magnon Neanderthal that you niggas love. That's right. Going down on Patreon tonight. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be fire. Gonna turn it up a notch. It's too raw for YouTube. So most definitely, if you want that type of experience, then you got to become a patron on my Patreon. You feel me? And to the family out there, y'all know, to all my YouTube pages, you should subscribe. Most definitely subscribe. Because you ain't subscribed, goddamn it, you miss. You know what I'm saying? You miss and subscribe, hit that notification bell. You understand? And get videos a thumbs up, like it because you love it. You feel me? Nah, we about to go in now. You understand? I know it's you niggas out there, you half of you damn still got a hangover. You know what I'm saying? Still got a goddamn hangover. You done went out there and celebrated for the Cro-Magnon Neanderthal. Y'all celebrating. I don't know what you think a new year. It ain't no goddamn new year. You understand what I'm saying? In the dead of winter. And you don't start no new day in the middle of darkness. You see what I'm saying? Y'all niggas is confused, and that just show you where you at today. There's no reality, it's just reality to that. And people say, and people think that somehow, not talking on the subject, you understand, we should move on. No, we're not gonna move on. We're not gonna move on. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a very this is a real parameter. You understand? A heavy parameter on where our peoples is at. You feel me? And you ain't gonna tell me. That's just like niggas don't think we should talk about the goddamn church. That we shouldn't talk about Chris. Some niggas think because you know why niggas, when you hear some niggas that don't want to talk about it because they feelings hurt and they punk ass is still in the church. One way or another. You got some niggas out there, they in the culture and they still in the church. They one leg in, one leg out. And you know how you can hurt them niggas' feelings when you talk about, Jesus. You understand what I'm saying? When you talk about Jesus, it hurt their feeling. Man, why don't we talk? No, nigga. No, nigga, we're not going to talk about because that is a heavy parameter. There is no success until we get that shit up out of here. because we see the devastation of what the church has done. You know what I'm saying? If we can ride around and make all these videos of how these hoods look, all fucked up, all type of devastation in the hood. I don't give a fuck what hood you go to. And you still got the preacher man on the corner. He's still passing the plate. Nigga, that ought to tell you something. And you niggas don't want to go there. You don't want to go to them primary points that need to be, understand. You got to come up out, and not just come up out of them, they got to be destroyed. They got to be destroyed. You know what I'm saying? That's what's wrong with us. Those things that destroy us, we don't want to destroy it. Whatever it is, if it's a religion, whatever it is, if it's a sickness or a mentality, it ain't just, it's destroying it. Just like some niggas want, they want to flee from this cracker. And this cracker hand everywhere. This damn Cro-Magnon Neanderthal hand is everywhere. And so ain't no running from him. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no running from him because his hand reached there too. He got to come down. And see, that's why we done tried everything else. You see, we done tried every goddamn thing else, and they just show you where motherfuckers is at. When we get on our Garvey shit, we know what Garvey said. Garvey said, nigga, do for self, but I don't, and also that, goddamn it was coming down, to the confrontation, which needs to be had, because there's no way that you're gonna ever, achieve, all the aspirations that come out of your mouth without this man being dethroned. And that's what motherfuckers don't want to do. That's just like right now, you know what I'm saying? Even though you understand the plague started way over in China. That motherfucking shit is devastating, and he's mandating all over the world. And goddamn it, if you don't adhere to his mandate, he gonna close your goddamn imports and your exports. He gonna shut your ass down to where all of the heads of the beast is gonna they're gonna close off any type of airplane, the airport going in and out of your country. He gonna ransack your motherfucking economy. You understand? And so if you ready to stand on that, that's cool. But majority of these motherfuckers not ready to stand on it. They not ready to stand on it. And so that's what I mean about thinking you can flee. You can't flee from this motherfucker. He got to be dethroned. There's nowhere it said who can war with the beast. That's what it said. Who can war with the beast? You understand? We can war with the goddamn beast if we unify and come together, but don't nobody want to do that. You see what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to do that. And so, goddamn it, you so disoriented. And ain't no way you gonna tell me you know what the fuck you know, and you still in the middle of the goddamn dead of goddamn winter. And the fact that we even living in the goddamn area where it's winter, and we are people of the damn sun. We children of the sun, and the majority of niggas up here is somewhere under the ice right now. Goddamn 4 feet of snow and all this with Santa Claus and goddamn snowmans in their front yard and shit. Niggas got ice all on the porch. Motherfuckers slip off the porch, bust his head wide open. This is what we doing. And so we totally out of our environment. Understand what I'm saying? We out of our environment. Just like the Cro-Magnon try to bring his ass down into the southern regions. And so we no different than his ass. We just don't realize it. Just like when he come out of his environment, he pay a penalty, and we paying one, and we don't even realize it. If we was in the motherland, our immune systems would be a lot stronger. But he understand that. So now what he do, he go and bring terror on the motherland and goddamn, and poison the soil over there. No different, and and grow all the food in Africa and take it to Europe, take it somewhere else to feed their ass, take it to China and Russia and feed their ass. And so, and goddamn it, this is a parameter. Anytime you practice your enemy's sacred rituals, which is holiday, and those are the goddamn most sacred rituals and ceremonies of any people. is the holiday. That ain't just no simplistic shit. That's the most sacred of their rituals and ceremonies. So if you engaging in that, nigga, you in deep. That's like one of the, nigga, that's the thermometer. So if a motherfucker say, nigga, why you talking, man, them niggas, if they say, man, why you still talking about Santa? Bitch, nigga, you got a Christmas tree in your living room. That's what it is. You got the goddamn mistletoe on your goddamn front door, nigga, and you got stockings on the rig. You ain't even got no damn chimney. Y'all niggas just put it up on the wall. You see what I'm saying? All type of Santas, sleigh bells, and all this shit. You in there got the, you know, the songs on and shit. Yes, you is, nigga. Jingle bells and Silent Night and all that shit. You that kind of nigga. You see what I'm saying? You cannot, you understand, engage in the most sacred rituals and ceremonies, especially when we break this shit down and tell you and show you what it is. And and so, you drunk and shit and you this, that, and the third. And so we dealing with today on this, this so-called New Year day, which ain't no New Year. Okay, goddamn it, we talking for Africans, the New Year is the spring, when the sun, when the vegetables began to come up and the fruit began to come up in grand fashion. You're not gonna have no New Year in the dead of winter, and you're not gonna have no New Year in the dead of night. So you niggas is totally unoriented, and there ain't no way you think you know something, and you can't even regulate yourself back to your true orientation. Because that's what it's gonna take. This Marcus Garvey say, it ain't always what you got to add, but what you got to put out. And you niggas ain't putting nothing out. You understand? All this goddamn money that niggas is spending on these goddamn holidays. And we talk about reparations, and we should talk about reparations. But why are we gonna ask for some motherfucking shit when we giving away over hundreds of billions of dollars our goddamn self? Okay, sure. Until we get what the fuck is owed us, how about it we keep the rest of our goddamn money in our own pocket? You understand what I'm saying? And so that right there is what I'm talking about. We're not doing that. We're not cutting off. And we cut off these goddamn holidays, the economic empowerment of the Black community, if we keep it in our own community. If we keep it in our own community, would be in the billions and billions of dollars. Okay? What we could do for ourselves. Because ain't nothing coming. We might as well deal with, act like ain't nothing coming. You understand what I'm saying? And get on to it. Let's go on and heal what need all the wounds of African people. You understand? By healing them ourselves. Because goddamn it, we can't expect the motherfucker that wounded us, goddamn, to heal us. That's just common sense today. And so what we talking about today is how Jesus usurped Bacchus as the holy child of the new year. Now, this is some occult shit. You know what I'm saying? And so it's been going on. And when you dealing with the Cro-Magnon Neanderthal, you got to understand that there's some very serious sickness going on with the Cro-Magnon Neanderthal and these children. There's no doubt about it. They sick all the way around. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to be 100 with it. The deviance, you understand what I'm saying, of these people is beyond imagination. You see what I'm saying? And so to deal with Bacchus, Bacchus being the god of wine, and they show the little babies and shit, drinking wine like they grown ass men and shit. You know what I'm saying? And even I'm gonna show you some things if I can. But what I can't show you tonight, I'm going to have to show it on Patreon. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to have to show it on Patreon, family. That's just how I go. You know what I'm saying? But even, when you start talking about baby Jesus and shit, because they already had a central figure, a central child figure in this, what we call Saturnalia, okay? And that was Bacchus, which they call Baby New Year. And then you took a demonic motherfucker like Cronus, like Saturn. Niggas ain't gonna deal with that. They think it's just a myth. They don't think they should go to war with that. Nigga, if I drop this information, it's to go to war with. You understand what I'm saying? Because we are talking about a sick sexuality that's going on right now today all over the world involved, and it's going on in the black community with these motherfuckers. And the fact that niggas ain't crashed his ass and accepted it, these dumbass niggas have become involved in it and have become a part of the sickness, and many times, become the symbol of the sickness. You see what I'm saying? And that's what happens when motherfuckers start, just allowing shit, for the sake of to exist. No, you got to smash on this shit. You understand what I'm saying? You got to smash on it. They're just like, back in the day, you know what I'm saying? You didn't really hear about these sissies out here like that. Nah, they got more control than anybody. You understand? Commercials everywhere. You can't even turn on the goddamn TV. Don't need to turn on the goddamn TV, because I'm gonna tell you this: if you watch that shit, and I don't want to see that shit. You see what I'm saying? But if you start to just, you become accustomed. If you let yourself become accustomed to that shit and let it come on, and you ain't gonna say shit, nigga. They're gonna take it to the next level and to the next level and to the next level. You got to cut that shit off. And that goddamn TV is one of the greatest instruments of fucking warfare ever. Maybe the greatest. The goddamn TV and that goddamn radio. You see what I'm saying? The two greatest instruments of warfare against our people and maybe the world, which I'm not concerned about. I'm concerned about my people. You understand what I'm saying? And so when you look at Bacchus being, let me walk it down, because some of these I need to walk these some of these images down. I can't just throw them up there. You know what I'm saying? Because and it ain't nothing that nothing I'm gonna show that's above, but they still hardcore. You know what I'm saying? Always keep it 100 anyway. You know what I'm saying? But I can go, I'm gonna be in and out. I'm gonna have to mix this shit real sweet. All right. So right here, you see again that Bacchus is one of the symbols of Bacchus. Is the greatest symbol is the grape. You see what I'm saying? Is the grapes, the wine. You see what I'm saying? And you see, if you look, and I will show, and I showed it before, you can see how, just like, when I went over the pan, if you didn't see the pan, where they show Moses with the horns, that's Pan. Then you look at what they, if you go to the Vatican and you look up Saint Peter and you see that statue where he black, but he got the ring over his head, which is, the rings of Saturn. Some people gonna say it's the halo, and that could be interchangeable when you understand occultism. And then you see the little, the baby angels and shit. That ain't nothing but Eros, Cupid. You see what I'm saying? And anytime, and so when you look at the Bacchus, the baby Bacchus, and the Cupid and the Eros, those are all interchangeable. They just different manifestations, and for different symbolisms, and certain deities have more than one symbolism. You see what I'm saying? They have more than one symbolism. So you see to the right, you see Jesus with the chalice, and this is where you get the chalice, and you get in the Catholic mass where they have the wine and shit and this and that. They were already doing that. Okay, that's the one thing that is nothing original about Christianity. Every ritual and ceremony you can see was already being practiced before Christianity. So don't tell me no goddamn God. You understand? And you what the fuck? God can't be no more original than that. He gonna come and give you some goddamn practices and rituals people's already engaging in. That don't make no sense. Let me come out. You know what I'm saying? And let me go to this particular this verse in the Bible that clearly deals with this the Jesus connection to the to these grapes. Wait a minute, I had it. Wait a minute, family. I don't know why I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to because this is a very touchy damn subject. You know what I'm saying? But it addresses the fact that Jesus said that I am the vine and my Father is the vine dresser. You understand what I'm saying? And my Father is the vine dresser. And so that deals with the fact that many manifestations of this Jesus is, he is the son of these Greco-Roman deities, just like Zeus. You see what I'm saying? Just like Saturn and Cronus. Let me see if I got that down here. Because I was dealing with the baby Bacchus, and I still was going. Wait a minute, hold up, it might be down here. I was gonna deal with the baby Bacchus and shit, but you also have to deal with the fact that many of these gods, and I'll come to it. That's all right. I'll come to it. You can look that up though. You can look that up. That's not a problem. You can look that on up, and you can find that. And so you see right there, you see how, many aspects of, Greco-Roman mythology is intertwined into Christianity. Again, here you're looking at, Mary and Jesus, and you see right there Jesus with the grape, and then to the right you see Bacchus with the grape. You see what I'm saying? And so right there, you understand this is a carryover. You understand what I'm saying? This is a carryover. This is what the Catholics do. This is what the Christians do. You understand? They knew that these festivals was very powerful, but the sickness are up under it. See? And I'm going to tell you another thing that the Bacchus is, the young Bacchus. He's the goddamn choir boy. Huh? He's the choir boy. Huh? Okay, then let's talk about it. You ain't going to talk about it. You see? And so Eros became the baby angels and shit. You see what I'm saying? And now you see the goddamn Catholic Church got tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of, down through the ages. It's not no probably, it's in the millions where they didn't just rape babies and shit. Millions. You see? Millions. And they hide the priest and shit and sent him to another parish to start the sickness all over again and again and again. You see, you're not dealing with it. Niggas not dealing with it. You don't want to deal with the nature of the beast. See, that's why I say, you know what I'm saying? You got to understand the nature of a thing. And the nature of a thing is the definition that unto that thing by creation, by nature. It's innate inside of that motherfucker. And ain't nothing you can do about it. You understand? It's something that you naturally gonna do. And so some of y'all motherfuckers didn't, y'all didn't disarm the black community. You didn't disarm by trying to create a false definition, a false characteristic of what this thing is. And you put in and that's why he's able to be a vulture on the black community in the way that he's done, because people have created this false image of what he is. God damn it, he is a beast. That's what he is. You understand? Ain't no cleaning that up. And you can look at it in a way, anytime you're doing, just all type of shit. You understand what I'm saying? And you thinking this is, and you gonna let this shit slide. And see, this is a weak nigga way out. Where I'm gonna let everybody be them. Bitch, be that over there where you came from. Yeah, take that shit where you came from. You understand what I'm saying? Take your ass back on up in them caves. But see, where we gonna respect every right, by ass nigga, get out of here. You see what I'm saying? You just, what you saying is you gonna close your eyes to whatever the fuck go on. You see, and that's the shit that got millions of, and then we talking about black children too. So you already know that's why when, you go back in slavery, you see they got one dungeon for the men, one dungeon for the women, and then got one for the infants alone. Got one for the infants alone. You see what I'm saying? Got one for the infants alone. So we talking about a treacherous motherfucker. And I must say that. And ain't going, and if nobody else say it. They want to live with this shit. They want to live. They don't want to get into the confrontation. When it come down to some shit like that, I'm gonna say just what it is. At any point in time, you become, where it hurts you to hear this, and it hurts your feelings to hear this, nigga, get your ass up and get your ass up out of here. You understand what I'm saying? Because we gonna say what it is, and we don't give a goddamn who don't like it, because we know it's the truth. Somebody speak for the they can't speak for themselves. Some of them, they can't speak for themselves. They dependent on their parents and their elders and their grandmothers to speak for them and defend them and secure them and protect them. And you more into protecting the motherfucker out there that's doing this shit. You see what I'm saying? That's doing this shit. Now, one thing that we got to talk about the, when we talk about Bacchus, that he became what they call Baby New Year. But let me bring my flyer up for Patreon. You understand what I'm saying? So we can really get into this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why you think about they in there drinking, and then you see the little goat. Matter of fact, I didn't even show that they had the little goat up there. I didn't and let me bring that back up. You know what I'm saying? Let me bring that back up, because I shouldn't have got. And you see the goat right there, which is Pan. And a lot of times you see Pan, with Bacchus and Dionysus. And so right there, they just show you right there. And then we went over, the nasty spirit of Pan, which is a carnal spirit, which means he's just lewd, he's just vulgar, he's filthy, he's dirty, do anything. You understand what I'm saying? Many times he's into, they got this new term out there where they call it pansexuality. That means you do anything. Don't let them motherfuckers lie. They into, because now that, you niggas won't stand up for no motherfucker. They gonna make, they gonna try to make pedophilia, they're gonna try to legalize that. Because once you start legalizing any type of sexual deviant outside of the natural order of nature, then who's to say? How you gonna say, oh, this one wrong, when you're dealing with all deviant? So once you let one deviant in, then you let the other deviant in. Okay, so now they're gonna start legalizing goddamn bestiality. You can do whatever the fuck you wanna. And you talking about diseases, this was where a lot of the goddamn disease, long before the laboratory. The cave was the goddamn laboratory. You up in there, motherfucking, and you talking about motherfucker mixing and shit and this, that, and all type of shit in the laboratory. What about when these motherfuckers just up there and you up there with these animals and shit, and you just naturally in your aura and shit, and you trading all type of motherfucking diseases came from that. Motherfucker don't want to talk about it. Okay, they already had a lot of that shit. You see what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to deal with it, but I'm gonna deal with it because it's the truth. It's the facts. It's the facts. The goddamn cave was the laboratory. So right there, you see the grapes. You see Pan. When you see Pan, you already know it's some crazy shit going on. You see what I'm saying? And so in that, when we talk about New Year's, you see Bacchus, Dionysus. You see Pan, Capricorn. You see Cronus, Saturn, which they didn't. They always smooth him over. Just like Santa Claus, smooth him over, because Santa Claus ain't nothing but Thor, Odin, and Saturn. Many aspects, they all deal with the children. Here comes Santa with the children. Got the children sitting on their lap, and he ain't nothing but a pedophile. And y'all niggas run to go get your baby on the lap of Santa. You understand what I'm saying? And he up there with all his motherfucking sickness and shit with the babies and shit, just like the Boy Scouts and shit. They got as many goddamn cases against the Boy Scouts as they got against the goddamn Catholic Church. So it's in their nature. That's what I keep trying to tell you. It's in their nature. You can't keep trying to. So if you nigga, you even worse than him. If you the type of nigga that is a vehicle to try to create a veil over this sickness, you worse than his ass. You see what I'm saying? You is the nigga that's opening up the back door on our people to allow these type of monsters into the community to feed on our people. Okay? And so if we're going to get better, we got to close the doors on this shit. and we're gonna have to stand up for it. We're gonna eat regardless to whatever it's gonna be, it's gonna be. You understand what I'm saying? But if we trying to make a world in which we can live in, living in nature, living without these wolves, living without these viruses, and I'm talking about the human virus. You understand? It's the human virus that created all these other viruses. You see what I'm saying? Once you get rid of that motherfucker, once you get rid of his mentality, then everything. But if you're not willing, we just gonna try to come up with something, which that's what we do. We try to come up with something to help us out, but he gonna continue to and he gonna keep coming and coming and coming and coming until he enact pure destruction all over the world. You see what I'm saying? He's gonna enact pure destruction all over the world. Let me show you something. You understand? This is what they trying to smooth out. Now, this motherfucker also, Saturn, Cronus, is also Father Time, but also the Grim Reaper. He's also the Grim Reaper, coming with the sickle. Wait a minute. Let me. Where my flyer for the night on Patreon? It might be too hard. No, it ain't. It's good. Just gonna have to come with it. Gonna have to come with it. You see? And so this motherfucker eating his children. Now, aspects of this Saturnalia child is also Zeus. Okay? Is also Zeus. Okay? And so, when you talk about Cronus eating his children, see, this Cronus was one of the titans. You see what I'm saying? These was the cosmic rulers before the gods. You see what I'm saying? These was the cosmic rulers before the gods. And so Cronus was the, father of Cronus, or Saturn was the father of Zeus. Okay? And Cronus ate all his children, all the brothers and sisters of Zeus, except Zeus. You see what I'm saying? Now his mother wrapped a stone up. Let me see if I can get that. Let me come out and come back. Wrap Zeus up in wrap the stone up in a swaddling cloth. You understand what I'm saying? To pretend as if it was Zeus. And so Cronus, I guess he didn't open him up. He just swallowed the motherfucker whole. You understand what I'm saying? Swallowed it whole. Here you go, right here. Here we go. We're working out. Now to the right, you see Hera. I believe that's Hera. Hera handing Zeus over to Cronus. No, that's not Hera. No, Hera was the wife of Zeus. Rhea. Okay, Rhea was the mother of Zeus. Okay, and you see her handing Zeus over to Cronus, wrapped up. And so this is where you get the mummified Christ from. Not only did she, and so when you think about Cronus eating his children and even asking for Zeus so he can eat Zeus, that's just like Herod was murdering all the children of the day of Jesus. And Zeus fled and Jesus fled. You see, both of them fled. And the stories are so similar that you won't believe it. Hold on, let me matter of fact, I think I can just go down because I believe it ain't so hot. You know what I'm saying? Where and so this is where you get this story from. Matter of fact, let me go to the cave. Now, this is a cave over on the island of Crete. It says Zeus grows up hidden in the mountains of Crete in the meantime, after his mother hid him and took him and hid him, just like Mary and Joseph took Jesus and hid him in Egypt. And so Zeus grows up hidden in the mountains of Crete in the meantime. Little Zeus was growing up in the cave where he remained hidden in the mountains of Crete. And so, but still he's attached to Pan because the goat Amalthea and the nymph Melissa played an important part in his upbringing. Now, Amalthea is the goat. You know, and this is where you get the horn of plenty, because, you know, he was drinking from, drinking milk from the goat. Okay, so, but he was playing with her, and he made a mistake and broke her goddamn one of her horns off. And so what happened, it began to produce all type of fruit and shit and this, that, and he could never empty it. He could keep eating and eating and eating from this horn. So when you talk about the cornucopia, which is the horn of the goat. So when you're talking about Thanksgiving, that's what you, so even in there, all of them holidays is intertwined. And so they split them up and put one here, there, but all of them are intertwined. And I guarantee you the goat is always playing a very important part in that. So that's Pan, and so again, here, right here, the birth of Zeus. Zeus' mother didn't, instead of giving Zeus to his father, she gave him a rock. He swallows this rock, and Zeus' mom raises him to be big, strong, in a cave on the island of Crete. Okay, but now let's look at this story of Jesus and just show you how similar it is. Because you go and if you go to the lost books of the Bible, and you go into the book of Infancy, or I believe it's the book of Infancy, or the book of Mary, you will see that Jesus he wasn't born in no manger. He was born in a cave. He was born in a cave. And so when you go even into so-called Israel, you go into Bethlehem, to the Church of the Nativity. You go to the Church of the Nativity, and you go down in this grotto, and it's a little small cave with a sun in there. It's a star, which ain't nothing but the sun right there, where you see, it got the regalia right there, this, that, and the third. It's a little small cave where they say Jesus was born, and that's in Bethlehem, the Church of the Nativity. Okay, he wasn't born out in no damn in no manger, out in outside no damn inn or none of that. Okay, so you can see how very similar these stories are, and it's not just a little bit; it's just a usurpation of the older stories, and we got to get over that. You see what I'm saying? We got to get over that and understand that most people don't give up everything. You know what I'm saying? They know some traditions are too strong to try to get rid of. The people will revolt. But if you keep some of the aspects of what their ancestors was worshiping, it's easier. It's easier to get them to come on over. Okay, let me go on in. I had to look at some things, make sure so when you talk about you see right there Cronus, and you see him dragging the children and shit, and then you see Santa Claus, you see him right there. Santa hasn't always been kind to children, the Saturnalian origins of Santa. So even in that aspect, when you talk about the baby Jesus and this, that, and the third, is Bacchus. You understand? It's Eros. Eros is also the kidnapping. You understand what I'm saying? They gonna make it look good for you, nigga, so you can show up with yours. Come on, bring yours. It's gonna be a wonderful experience. Come on down, nigga. You see what I'm saying? And so you can see it right there. Say Merry Christmas, and goddamn old what they call him, Father Christmas, dropping the baby on down in a bag, about to carry him off. That's why they call it kidnap. Kidnap. You understand? The knapsack, throwing the damn baby on down in the knapsack. You understand what I'm saying? Been doing it for, so Santa wasn't just, and this is the traditional shit. This is before they cleaned him up. See, they cleaned him up in the United States because the United States was about economics. You understand? They was about that capitalism. You see, this is where that real birth of capitalism. So they was like, shit, we have to clean this shit up, man. You know what I'm saying? We can't get no paper out this. If y'all busting the babies upside the head, kidnapping them, eating them and shit and all of this and shit. So, they cleaned it up. But when you go to them earlier, images of what they call Father Christmas, which came before Santa Claus, shit, the children were scared, talking about, if we gonna find out who naughty and nice and shit, well, goddamn it, if you find out they naughty, what you gonna do? Well, they ain't telling you that Krampus is coming or and Krampus is carrying the kids off to hell. They not showing you that he dropping them down in hell. God damn, you know what the fuck a motherfucker do? You goddamn 7-year-old, 6-year-old, you can't take none of these ignorant ass adults and drop their ass down there. You kidnapping the kids and taking them to hell. You see what I'm saying? That's just like forcing, that show you the threat that they under to get them to do whatever the fuck these sick motherfuckers trying to get them to do. You see what I'm saying? And so let me make sure everything is good when I move forward. You know what I'm saying? Before I move forward. And so you got yours out here. That he's the Cronus. And so it's really the Cronus effect. And so when you talk about the Bacchus and you talk about baby Jesus and all this, that, and the third, you are talking about, the assault on the children. And so right now you got this so-called plague out here, and now they want the babies to get the poison. You understand what I'm saying? They want the babies to, open up their veins and shit, and put it in their body. As healthy and strong as they is right now, you niggas got enough nerve to let this shit occur. You understand? This the Cronus. You understand what I'm saying? That's why they called it, and they named it exactly what it is. And it's not by no goddamn coincidence. This is one of the greatest gods of all of European history. You understand what I'm saying? And they love him so much that they continue to give millions of sacrifices to him every year. You understand what I'm saying? To appease him and let him know how much that they love him. And so you go to the Catholic Church right now and look at him. Look at him. You see? That ain't no damn baby Jesus. Look at these motherfuckers, man. They into all type of, worshiping all type, and there ain't nothing wrong, but this is what it is. You say you ain't into worshiping idols and shit and this, that, and the third. And if people want to create statues of their ancestors and shit, that's all right. But we know what this is, nigga. You sitting around here, you got 100 million priests under goddamn investigation. And here you walking around with a little plastic baby. You understand who we know, Bacchus. We know he Bacchus. You know what I'm saying? You can say baby Jesus. You can say whatever you want. Look at him kissing the baby. You understand what I'm saying? Look at this right here for all you niggas to see. They still into the same ritualism. You understand? They into the same ritualism. And this motherfucker act like, goddamn, this is really him. He act like this really Jesus or something. He looking down. He know this shit fake as hell. He know he fake as hell. But look at the control that he got. Now, if you look to the right, you see Bacchus. You see Bacchus right there with the cup, with the chalice. You see him right there with the wine and so on and so forth. So you got the different manifestations of Bacchus, just like you got the different manifestations of Jesus. You got the baby, you got the adult. You see what I'm saying? And you see so many of, the characteristics of, just like Jesus as the carpenter. You see Santa is the carpenter. You see, many of the deities, Hephaestus and Vulcan and even Ptah as the carpenter deity. You understand what I'm saying? He's the great architect, the cosmic architect. You see? And so they play these same roles over and over and over and over. And so you got to know what it means in order to, come out on top. And so, you sacrificing babies at this time. Age of mass child sacrifice at this time. And we ain't talking about we talking about motherfuckers that's so confused, so discombobulated, so ununified. Because if you was unified, you could stand as one. You can, whatever gonna go, we gonna go. But we gonna deal with it on our terms. You understand what I'm saying? We can deal with it, but because you're so discombobulated and so disunified that one motherfucker standing by himself, he's scared and shit. So he run down there. You understand what I'm saying? And he run and he stick his motherfucking vein out there. You understand what I'm saying? 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. How many you gonna get, nigga? How many? 7, 8. Goddamn, do this shit work? Goddamn, do it work? Do it work? Goddamn, you know what I'm saying? In 1, 2, 3. Now now you just say fuck it. Let me go on and take the little one. Sacrifice them. You see what I'm saying? Put they vein out there. You understand? Put they vein out there. You see, this is the crazy shit. We in a natural world. You understand? You live within nature. You got the best defense. Nothing greater than that. You understand? Nothing greater than the Almighty, which we call nature. You understand? We talking about nature. You can build whatever the fuck you want. You understand? When you thinking this shit that they giving your ass is all powerful. Motherfucker got whole cities get wiped out. These motherfuckers they claim that they technology that built the best houses and all this shit, and goddamn nature come through and wipe that shit out in a goddamn the blink of an eye. You understand what I'm saying? So you'll never be greater than the cosmos, the natural origin of things. And so y'all don't understand that because you ain't natural. Shit. If you gonna let this motherfucker be on top and ain't trying to remove him, you unnatural. You want to live in an unnatural world. You ready to you willing to compromise. And so when he gonna continue to show up every other day with some goddamn garbage. You understand what I'm saying? To bring down the demise of the planet. You understand what I'm saying? Of the planet. And you don't want to deal with it. Your niggas want to focus on some bullshit. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. You understand what that ain't gonna work? Ain't been working, ain't gonna work. You understand what I'm saying? So you in a state of confusion. You trying to pull another nigga right along with you. Let me touch on some things. Here we go. Let me touch on it. And so now they done smoothed it out. You see him to the right, you see him, and you see the goat on down there too. If you don't see the goat, it's right up under his leg. So you already know. When you see Pan, and I went over Pan, goddamn it, I'll go over it again. And that's where you get carnival from. And motherfucker won't even do the basic goddamn etymology of the shit to see what it is. But you going to and I remember we going to the carnival. What? You is? You going to the carnival? Carnal? Salacious. I say, goddamn, when I looked at all the words, synonyms of carnal, which is the root of carnival, lewd, anytime motherfucker say you lewd, you already know a motherfucker fucked up. You already know. Salacious. You was a salacious motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? You already know. That motherfucker out of here. You understand what I'm saying? But this is the root of carnival. You see what I'm saying? This is the root of carnival. So you see old Saturn, you see old Cronus, and they done smooth it out and call it Father Time. And that's what it is. It's Father Time. Time up, nigga. And they saying it's a lockdown. It's a lockdown, nigga. What does that mean, nigga? Time up, nigga. Time, that's, lockdown. Yeah, time up. You see? Don't, you know what I'm saying? It's a lockdown. And so that's the imperialism, colonization of time. And you always see right there the child right there. You understand? Because when you take the child, you got the generations, you got the future. You got the future. You see what I'm saying? And when you look at it, I'm gonna run this shit down because I got to. You see what I'm saying? And when you hear Father, anytime you hear Father, that's God. Just like you say, our Father who art in heaven. Father in this aspect means God. You see what I'm saying? So when you hear motherfuckers say, they say Father, the All Father, we're Odin. He's the All Father, but Father Christmas. See, that's what that's what the British called Father Christmas. They didn't have a Santa. They adopted aspects of Santa after he got so big, and that the Christmas of America became the premier celebration. You see what I'm saying? They put that capitalism and they put a package together, which was the best package. You see what I'm saying? Which was the best package. And so most people now, even though they had other forms of worship and veneration before Santa, they've adopted it. But Father Christmas was before Santa. What does that mean? God of Christmas. You understand? That's why this motherfucker flying through the air and doing all this shit that no mortal man could do. So I'm sick of motherfuckers talking about he's Saint Nicholas. He ain't got a motherfucking thing to do with Saint Nicholas. Father Time and Santa Claus is a deity. Okay, not no motherfucking mortal man. I ain't never heard of a story where St. Nicholas was flying some goddamn reindeers through the air. You understand? This motherfucker, and I did the mathematics, and niggas still like, goddamn, it's 7 billion people on the planet. You understand what I'm saying? If it's 12 hours between, of night, you understand what I'm saying? That means he would have to deliver damn near 540 million packages a fucking hour. That's damn near almost 10, that's almost, what was the number? It was damn near like close to maybe 9 or 10 million a fucking minute. You delivering damn near 10. God damn, and they always show this motherfucker stopping to eat some cookies and shit, and that motherfucker would be flying so fast you wouldn't even be able to see that motherfucker. To be able to get, so goddamn well he couldn't have been dropping no gifts off to every goddamn body. But if we gonna go with this shit, you got to understand that motherfucker had to been flying. So this motherfucker Superman couldn't even fly that goddamn fast. He couldn't even come goddamn it. You can put goddamn Flash, Superman, and all the rest of them motherfuckers together, and you couldn't fly that goddamn fast to be dropping off 9 million motherfucking gifts a minute. Goddamn. So we don't even look at the shit that they saying. This motherfucker shape shifting, going down the chimney, then the motherfucker shape shift, and he fly back up the motherfucking chimney. Motherfuckers got fire in the goddamn chimney. He come down, he's impervious to fire. And then again, I went over the fact that, that in the cold climate, fire is God. And so the hearth, or the hearth, which is the oven and shit, that's their altar. That's why you see in all them goddamn Odin and all that, they all around that goddamn fire. And they dancing and are drunk and shit and this, that, and the third. You see, so that goddamn fireplace is God. They ain't worshiping no damn sun. Them motherfuckers worshiping that heat, that fire that come from a motherfucker striking that goddamn wood and shit and getting some goddamn sparks popping up in there. Without that, they ass wouldn't even fucking survive. And so they done smoothed it out and shown. And so this is where you get omnicron. That's where you get it. Omni means all. That's what it means. All. Omnipotent. Omnipresence. Omnipresence means you everywhere. You're everywhere. You're everywhere. And there's nowhere where you can say that he's not. He's everywhere. You understand? Even the places that don't even exist, he's there too. That means he's everywhere. He's omnipotent, omnipresent. Omnipotent means he's all powerful. He's all power. It's nothing that he cannot do. So when you say all, that's the same as saying pan. All. You understand what I'm saying? Pangea. That's supposedly when all the goddamn continents was together, which it was not. Okay? State that very clear. But in the occultism, it means one world order. See? One world order. And so you niggas got to understand it. So going into this year, it ain't no new year. But you imperialistically, if you still believe it and you understand the symbolisms that's being taught to our people, it's going to be a very, very brutal year for people. The only thing that can save you niggas is gas. Global African supremacy. Coming up off this beast in totality. His culture, his religions, his holidays, his food, his government, his way of thinking, his mentality, everything about him, you got to get that shit back. Everything that you got to do in this year to come up off that motherfucker as much as you can. And that's you know, and that goes for all of us. You will see his power diminish. Even just doing that, that his power will diminish. That, don't think it won't. Don't worry, just take care of your motherfucking self. And everybody take it for that. And then we, you know, and once you will see his power, because he gonna whine. He gonna cry. That motherfucker gonna cry. Believe it. When you see his power, he gonna get erratic. He's erratic right now. You understand what I'm saying? He's even more, and the reason why he's erratic right now, because of the numbers. You understand what I'm saying? Not necessarily the consciousness, but the numbers. So the possibility of a serious overthrow is very dangerous at this time. You see what I'm saying? Because they used to always say the black man is in danger. Bitch, goddamn it, it's damn near a billion black men, 1.5 billion black women on the planet, and niggas is not in danger. They might be in one area, but black men is not in danger of being no endangered species. Stop that. See, that's some shit that made motherfuckers feel like they was leaving here. If you put that in your head and you eat it and you believe it, then it does something to the psyche. It diminishes you. It demoralizes your strength and your energy. So now the lie has been exposed that the black man, the black woman, the black race is not going extinct. They growing so goddamn fast that if they just get one spark, if they just get, even it ain't got to be across the board. It's so many of us that if just a fourth of us spark, this should have collapsed today. Just a fourth, a fifth. God damn it! When you talk about 2 billion people, a fifth could do very, very serious damage. And so they realized that the numbers is so great. And that's why PE, shout out to PE, when they made that album, Fear of a Black Planet. Fear of a Black Planet. They know what time it is. All it takes is the spark. You got to step away from them, family, and understand that, you know, and end on this, that the babies is at stake. The babies is at stake. And goddamn it, if you know, you can be a bitch ass nigga. You understand what I'm saying? You ain't stepping up for them babies. You the biggest bitch ass nigga that ever existed. You understand what I'm saying? Because they didn't ask to come here. And being that you are their parents, their grandparents, their uncles and aunties, you understand what I'm saying? You are here to protect them, to protect the babies from all threats. And there's a very serious threat that's being posed to our children at this time. And we got to stand up. Don't fall for it. Don't do it. Don't you dare do it. Don't you dare do it. What you got to get rid of is that motherfucker that's trying to run this. Once you get rid of that, all this shit will dissipate. It will dissipate. You leave him there, it's going to be something else. When this shit is over, it's going to be something else. You keep waiting, nigga. Keep acting like you can get it together. Let me tell you something, and this is for you niggas that believe it's a new year. You will never get it to fucking together with him on top. I can guarantee you. Okay? I can guarantee you can do the best that you can for a nigga in imprisonment. But I guarantee you, you're never gonna be free until that motherfucker come out of the position that he's in. You see what I'm saying? So you work on yourself, Best you can. I'm not saying don't do that. But ultimately, there got to come a time when we confront this man for power on this planet. Do you understand me? This is the general, baby, and I'm out of here. I'm about to slide on over here to the general, and we busy. We're gonna talk again with some real motherfucking talk, which y'all niggas need. This is the general Sara Suten Seti saying, hey, slide on over there, nigga. If you want to check me out this Patreon tonight at 9:30, be on over there, because then I'm gonna take the gloves off. I'm gonna take the gloves. And you need to see, and you need to hear. This is for the babies. Now, this ain't for no motherfucker that, come on there and thinking, no, this for the children. We got to fight for our babies, you see? So 9:30 at Patreon. And I'm about to get right on over to the general right now. This is the General Sara Suten Seti saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power. Get on over there to kingseti.com. Peace.